Well, good morning. It is Tuesday, September 21st. I think day 55 on trail. Pacific Crest Trail Sobo adventure. I am back on trail after taking a couple days off in Ridgecrest, California. Got dropped back off by an awesome trail angel, David Johnstone, aka Hollywood. I really lucked out. He happened to be at the general store when I got there. He had just dropped another Sobo off that's been off trail during this closure. He was from the Netherlands, and he was still there. I got to talk to him, and he took off, and then I took his place back to Ridgecrest. I mean, that's a 50-mile hitch, and you're in Kenny Meadows in the middle of nowhere. So anyway, I got back on trail about 8:30. So I got rid of the bear canister. My pack was much lighter, and for the next 2 days there's water only at 20 miles apart, so I am carrying 12 pounds of water. And wow, this is the heaviest my backpack's ever been. So because I have to a minimum of a liter every 5 miles, and so I say I hike 15, well, that's 3 liters. I got to have water for camp, and then I need a liter to take off in the morning, because water won't be until mile 20, and then the same thing over again. There's not water tomorrow till after that spring. There's another 20 miles without water. So I'm not going to be able to do a lot mileage because this pack, oh my Lord, I've never felt the pack this heavy. I mean, it's got to weigh close to 40 pounds. So anyway, I am in the desert, and I will show you the sights. Can't remember if I mentioned this, but this section from Kenny Meadows to Tehachapi is 135 miles, and there would be no way I could carry all that food and water to get there. So David, thank God I met him. I had no idea about this, but he told me when he picked me up or gave me the ride that when he drops me back off, well, 50 miles from here is Walker Pass. And Walker Pass is only like 30 minutes from Ridgecrest. So I left, Shirley had sent me about 6.5 days of food, so I left 2.5 days of food with him and some of the stuff I bought in town that I use when I'm in town. And then Shirley sending me some more food to the hotel. So when I get to Walker Pass, there's service and I can message him. He's gonna come back and pick me up. And then I'm gonna spend one night and get back on trail. Then I'll only have 85 miles to hike to Tehachapi, which makes a huge difference. So anyway, that's the plan, and I forgot to mention that this morning. Well, found me some shade. I've done 3 miles. I'm taking a little break. Gonna mention that last day I was on trail when I was hiking to the general store. I didn't videotape it all that afternoon. The smoke was so thick. By 3 o'clock it was getting dark. You couldn't even see the sun. It was horrible. So when we started heading to Ridgecrest, I guess it was about, I don't know, we got to the bottom of the mountain, there was no smoke in Ridgecrest. And But then the next morning it rolled in there too. So today, of course, there's no smoke. I watched the weather last night. Actually, Ridgecrest and that whole valley's having a mini heat wave, which is going to affect here. It's hitting almost 100 for the next 3 days. So up here it's going to be probably 80, which is way above normal. But this weekend it all drops to normal. So Ridgecrest will be like in the mid to low 80s. And it'll probably be, wow, 68 to 72 in the mountains. Of course, that'll be when I'm in Ridgecrest, but I think it's going to continue. That's kind of the fall temps. So anyway, about to get back to hiking, and I'll show you whatever there's to show you in the desert. There's what's behind me. I think I'm in a John Wayne movie. Flies are out here. Well, it's going on 2 o'clock. I'm doing a little climb here, but you can see the trail down there, and it crossed the water. And, well, the non-existent water is completely bone dry, but on the other side there was about 18 different horse trails going into it. So I couldn't find the trail, so I just bushwhacked because the arrow was pointing that way, and I finally at the top here I found the trail. But right in the middle down there I see all this garbage everywhere. Then I get up there and it was a ursack that a bear had taken, I guess, and just shredded that thing, and there's nothing but tuna packets and all kinds of paper, and just it's a mess. But yeah, it just shows you ursacks ain't gonna stop a bear. Finally, I think, got to the top. I don't know, though. You have to go up something else. Who would put a damn climb like this in the desert? Oh. So yeah, I came from that valley down there about 9 miles that way. Been climbing up the side of this the last couple hours. Well, I told you guys about an hour and a half ago I thought I was at the top. I've been climbing for an hour and a half still. I just looked and it said 2 more miles. So this trail must wind around and go up there. It's the only thing it can do for 2 miles. Hell, I've already hiked 14. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm ready to camp. And of course there is no campsites because I'm on the side of a mountain. I finally got to the top. It's taking me till about 5:45 and I gotta find somewhere to camp. It looks like I'm gonna be camping on top of this mountain. I don't see anything else. Well, I took a video last night of my campsite, but I don't know what I did. It didn't come out, but I made it to mile 1996.1, right on top of the mountain. It is the next morning, and the smoke rolled in. Winds changed. They were coming out of this direction where I'm heading. So I had a view of where I'm heading, a view over here of a meadow, beautiful sunset, and there's my camp spot. Actually, it turned out pretty nice. There was a breeze blowing, but these bushes really helped. It just kind of hit the top of my tent, was about it. And I slept like a rock. I ended up doing 15 miles. So of course I overslept. It's about 9 o'clock, so I got to get my butt going. So I still got to get to water. I haven't made it to water yet. I think it's 4.1 miles. And then another 17 after that to water. All right, well, I'm gonna have to endure the smoke today.